Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. And on this episode, we're going to talk about the weekend of August 27th to August 29th, where Candyman was the big brand new release. We'll see how Candyman did at the box office. We also have some changes in the overall domestic total of the year. Thus far, we have a new $100 million movie. So excited to talk about that. And we do have some changes on also the worldwide box office, one of the more active weeks so far here at Max Talks Box Office. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. I do this show every single Monday. I've also do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and movie rankings. So subscribe, ring the bell. I've done reviews of 1, 2, 3 of these 5 in the top 5 this weekend. So you can check out those reviews if you subscribe. Also, please like the video. That's the best way to support the channel. And comment down below, what movie did you see in theaters this upcoming weekend? Are you going to see Shang-Chi this upcoming week in theaters? Let's talk about the box office. So this past weekend, as I said, Candyman was the big brand new release, exclusive theater release. It is number 1 with $23.37 million. It seems like for most movies now, since the Delta variant has really taken its form here in the United States, that the 28 to 21 to 20, the 28 to 20 range has been where most movies have been sitting in so far in the Delta variant. So Candyman, a rated R horror movie, making 23.37. Again, I saw this movie, really liked it, saw a lot of divisive things, but Need to Costa, regardless, is already directing Captain Marvel 2. So Candyman coming in first place. We'll see, though. The main thing you got to watch now with the box office, with the pandemic, is how much do these movies drop in second weekends. And where some movies that are successful are not dropping as big, and some that are not doing well are dropping in big fashions. Let's go to number 2, and still up here is Free Guy in its third weekend. Really amazing stuff from Free Guy. Free Guy made $13.5 million, which is only a 27% drop from last weekend. It takes its domestic total to $79.3 million. So Free Guy has been probably the most successful movie in the Delta variant age here of COVID. It's been really, really fun to watch it do really well. Free Guy only dropped 34% in its opening weekend. So the fact that it's only dropping 34 now this week was only 27. So the movie is really dropping at a really good rate for Free Guy. And it could possibly get to $100 million. It does seem unlikely, but as of now, it is really, really doing well. And it's a very successful movie for obviously Disney now under the Fox umbrella. In its second weekend here in third place is Paw Patrol, the movie from Paramount. That made $6.6 million. It's a 49% drop in its second weekend. And it has now a $24.1 million overall domestic total in its 2 weeks. Again, so Candyman exclusively in theaters. Free Guy is exclusively in theaters. As you can see behind me, Paw Patrol is in theaters and on Paramount Plus with no extra cost. So Paw Patrol was number 2 last weekend, number 3 this weekend. And it's been by far the best movie out of that weekend where it came out last weekend of the group of those 4 movies, still in the top 5. Talking about still in the top 5, number 4 is still Jungle Cruise. And Jungle Cruise making $5 million this weekend, which is a 21% drop. Jungle Cruise now in its 5th week is still in the top 5. It has now grossed $100 million at the box office. We'll talk about that in a little bit. The 5th movie of the year. To get to that point, Jungle Cruise, one of the more successful premiere access movies for Disney Plus when you look at in-theater success. Again, this movie is available for $30 still on Disney Plus, but this movie, while it dropped around 50%, it's not the 70% that most blockbusters have been dropping in. It's been doing really well. Jungle Cruise 2, I believe, is happening. So Jungle Cruise is really doing really well. This and Free Guy have been great surprises at the box office so far this year. And still in the top 5 this weekend is Don't Breathe 2, making $2.8 million, just over Suicide Squad, to stay in the top 5 this weekend. Don't Breathe 2 now in its 3rd week now has $24.5 million. Really good for the budget of that movie. Again, Don't Breathe 2, Paw Patrol, The Night House, The Protege, all these types of movies. Reminiscence, it has been Paw Patrol and Don't Breathe that have been stays here in the top 5. As I said, we have major changes to the overall domestic box office. Overall, Black Widow is still #1 overall at the box office domestically with $181 million. F9 with 172, A Quiet Place with 160, Godzilla versus Kong with 100.5, and with 100.1 is Jungle Cruise. So Jungle Cruise becomes the 5th movie of the year to reach $100 million, a huge achievement. So out of these 5 on here, Black Widow is Disney, F9 is Universal, A Quiet Place is Paramount, Godzilla versus Kong is Warner Brothers, and Jungle Cruise is the 2nd Disney film on the top 5 list. So that was pretty big news. And based off how the box office has been going, Jungle Cruise should be able to pass Godzilla, will pass Godzilla versus Kong next weekend for domestic box office. So it will move into the #4 slot when we're talking on this show next week. Another, as I said, Free Guy is at $79 million. That is still just behind Cruella, which is at 86. So Free Guy does have a chance to pass Cruella, but it does not seem likely, especially with Shang-Chi coming out this weekend. Free Guy will become close, possibly past Cruella, but not get to that $100 million mark. And the big question is Shang-Chi will have to reach this number pretty soon for a lot of people if they believe this movie will be a success. We'll talk about Shang-Chi at the end of this thing. And also we have some changes in the worldwide box office, not the movies that are in the top 10. That remains the same, but F9, which has been hanging around that #3 slot, back and forth with another Chinese film, has now overtaken that film. F9 is now the 2nd highest grossing film worldwide this year, making now $704 million worldwide. A really successful movie is F9. Obviously, we're going to get F10 and 11. So this franchise continues to prove that it's staying power here, not just in the United States, but worldwide. And F9 really killing it. As I said, still in that top 10 is Black Widow, Godzilla vs. Kong, Quiet Place, Part 2, Cruella, and The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. All those films are in their same slots as last week, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. But F9 though is $137 million shy of the #1 spot. It will not be able to get there. And we're going to keep track of this list because when will Shang-Chi, how will they do internationally? Will they be on this list very, very soon? We'll also talk about that. So as I said, Shang-Chi is the brand new release. This is Labor Day weekend. So it is a 4-day weekend at the box office. Next, we're going to break down the 3-day and the 4-day box office totals of Shang-Chi. Probably the biggest test of the entire year, an MCU superhero movie exclusively in theaters compared to Black Widow, where it was on Disney Plus and in theaters. So this is a big test, hoping for this movie to be successful. Finally, an Asian lead superhero for Marvel on the big screen. Very excited to see this movie. I'm seeing it, I believe, Thursday night or Friday. So either Thursday night or Friday East Coast time, you will get my review of Shang-Chi this weekend. I'm very excited to see it. And we're going to break it down next week here at the box office on the Breakdown Show. So please like the video, guys, comment down below, subscribe, ring the bell. As I said, my upcoming videos will be What If, spoiler review of episode 4. That should be coming very, very soon. I'm also Monsters at Work. The season finale is this upcoming Wednesday. I'm going to give a general season 1 review of Monsters at Work this week. And then obviously my Shang-Chi review as well, another Netflix movie. There's a lot of stuff coming out, guys. So most days, this 4 to 5 videos a week here on the channel. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And I'll see you guys soon.